But what about
Yeah.
for you? What's been the transition like for you? Like not having, I guess, because some people are starting to dip out for real now, or about to.
Yeah.
So what's been your sort of like transition in terms of like, all right, you've been there for 9 years, so you've been holding going on 10 years.
Yeah.
What's been your mentality in terms of like, all right, how do I see the next year, 3, 5 years of my life?
I mean, for me now, I'm feeling like I'm getting to the point now, because just a lot been going on in my life in general, past 2 years when my mom passed and all that, and it's like now I'm getting to the point where it's like, okay, let me start to live and like, I guess focus on what I want, career aspirations and things like that. So just like really trying to like explore that now. Like now I have time to like really just sit and like, what do I want? What makes me happy? And so I'm currently in the trenches with that now.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that looks like in a year from now, 6 months from now, but these are things that are constantly on my mind that I'm just journaling about, that I'm trying to envision for myself. So I'm going through that process. So y'all gonna see the journey firsthand on what decisions I make as far as just my lifestyle, where I want to live, career wise, what we're doing with the podcast. And I'm excited. I'm excited because now it's like, all right, what's gonna make me happy and what does that look like? And I don't know, you know.
What
And yeah.
are there certain things that made you happy when you got to the UAE that no longer make you happy now, 9 years later? If you could just pull something out the top of your
Um,
head.
Let me see that no longer make me happy. No, I think in the UAE, the thing that didn't make me happy was that I can't like share my lifestyle with the people that I love, with my friends. So that was the thing. But also in that same breath, the UAE allowed me that flexibility of that work life balance, which I got to spend a lot of time with people, like going back home for
Mm-hmm.
4 months and all that. Like 2 years in a row, I was home for 4 months and I was in and out. I barely even worked. You know what I mean? Like, so they really, and so whatever it is, like I've learned in the UAE, I definitely prioritize like my time,
Got
you
it.
know. And if I'm working hard, I want to work hard for my time. Like this podcast is ours, and it's like this is what I'm gonna work hard for because it's just gonna benefit us at the end of the day. Like I don't want to kind of slave away or work hard for someone else.
Right. Got it.
So that's kind of like my biggest takeaway.
I'm also like, just to piggyback off of that, I think this podcast has really made me appreciate my career. I mean, you've seen
Yeah.
how demanding the hours are,
Hmm.
and I remain the consummate professional at my job, and I take it very seriously. But it allows me to fund this podcast, so it makes me going harder for that, sacrificing for somebody else right now because it's not my firm. It's not, I'm ultimately not a partner there, so it's not like I'm profiting off the profits that I'm bringing into the firm, but it allows me to do this and to build this, which is
Hmm.
my platform, our platform, right?
Yeah.
And because eventually this will grow over a substantial amount of time, and I
Yeah.
think that people need to always be reminded that slow and steady wins the race, especially when it comes to these things. Obviously, everybody wants the big pop. I would sign up for that tomorrow, right? Like obviously, but more than likely that's not going to happen, right? So you
Yeah.
can't depend on that, and you don't know when that pop is going to happen. So you always need to be ready for when the pop happens for you to take full advantage of it. And by taking full advantage of that, the only way you could ever do that is by putting in the work so that you know how to handle that when it
Yeah.
comes.